So, as expected, Oda dropped another banger with chapter 1084. And in this chapter, he began to set the stage for a flashback to before the Void Century by introducing one of the first characters from that time. So, during King Cobra's conversation with the Gorosei, we learned that 800 years ago, when the Celestial Dragons were first established at Marie Joie, by combining the 20 kingdoms, Queen Lily Nefertari of Alabasta was one of the 20 founding monarchs. Lily actually decided against becoming a celestial dragon and planned to return home to Alabasta. Cobra then goes even further and reveals that throughout the ancient text in Alabasta, Lily's name does not appear once, and she actually never made it home from the Holy Land, and the ruling of Alabasta was passed down to her younger brother.
You don't find that suspicious? You don't find that suspicious?
And it was until this chapter we believe that at the base of the empty throne, there were 20 swords placed by the rulers of each of the 20 kingdoms. But since Lily decided against becoming a celestial dragon, she also didn't place a sword at the base of the throne. And this is an important fact because during Eame's introduction, we see her walking in the flower room with a single sword stuck into the ground. And this leads to the possibility that Eame is actually Lily, or at least has an important connection to her disappearance. And despite the lack of detail in the silhouettes of both Eame and Lily, they seem to be pretty similar. Both are feminine with nearly the same crown. And we know Eame has some sort of interest in Vivi, who is also from the Nefertari family, because during Eame's introduction, we see she's cut up pictures of Blackbeard, Luffy, and Shirahoshi, but she's looking and holding a fully intact picture of Vivi. So this interest in Vivi can actually be explained by the supposed connection between Eame and Lily, since if Eame is Lily, it would make sense for her to show interest in the next queen of the country she once ruled, and if Eame and Lily were friends or lovers, she would simply be captivated by the resemblance of the two, seeing as they come from the same family. So with Lily being the first word that Eame actually says in the story, I wouldn't be surprised if she went on to say something like, I haven't heard that name in so long, and then that's how we dive into a flashback of the Void Century to learn that Eame either is Lily or was connected to her and is able to explain her disappearance. I think a lot of times in shonen anime and manga, the biggest lore drops come from the main villain, and I wouldn't be surprised to see that trope play out here again, with Eame driving us through a flashback of the Void Century and showing us what really happened back then. And I think it's apparent now that Oda's setting up the cast from before the Void Century. So when he actually does show us the flashback, he doesn't have to go through a lot of character introductions, and he's able to just tell us the story as he wants. Anyways, that's all I got for this one. Make sure you comment below and let me know what you think the actual connection between Eame and Lily is. Thanks.